Now, most of you are probably new to the channel, so I'll give you a little background about me. I'm 18 years old and I just started my computer science degree in September 2022. Before my degree started, I didn't have any prior experience. I wanted to learn about computer science and coding, I just never did, for some reason. I'm sure there's a lot of you in that situation where you want to learn about coding, but you just don't know where or how to start. If you are in that situation where you want to learn how to code, but you've made no progress, you can check out my website where I talk about how and where you can learn how to code. You don't have to be a computer science student. I'd recommend you still learn how to code. I think it's quite an important skill and it can help you in the future. My main aim here and on my website is to document and share my journey in my computer science degree. So throughout the 3 years, I'm going to document the different modules and semesters I go through. If that sounds like something you want to learn about, you can check out my website or stay updated on this channel. I'll try to get a video out next semester, and I've already seen the modules. It's about Internet of Things and software development and design. So the first semester was split into 3 different modules. The first one was Mathematics for Computing. In this module we covered topics like logic, relations, discrete maths and pre-calculus. The first assignment we had for this module was a piece of coursework where we had to create regular expressions for a language, and then the FSA which accepted the language. And then after that we had an end of term exam. If I'm honest, the module wasn't too difficult. I think we were lucky because our uni gave us resources like past papers we could use to revise. I think that helped me out quite a bit because I knew what to expect in the exam, so I could pretty much prepare for the questions. You could also use websites like Chegg and YouTube tutorials. That did help me out quite a bit. The second module we covered was the fundamentals of programming. For this module we had an assignment where we had to create a 2D game in Java. So to prepare for the assignment we were taught Java using lectures and lab sessions, where we covered topics like loops, arrays, object orientation, constructors and methods. The assignment was alright. You just need to know how to Google and learn how to find stuff on Stack Overflow. A lot of it was trial and error, but I'd say it was a good thing because it actually helped me learn a lot about Java, and I feel like I've got a better understanding after 3 or 4 months. I'd say that's a big part of coding. It's a lot of trial and error and you kind of need to stick with it to get a better understanding of the language. Again, for this assignment, I'd say it's fairly easy to do well, as long as you stuck with it for a week or 2 and actually went out your way to learn the fundamentals of Java. I'd say you do pretty well. I'd say a big part of uni is getting along with your classmates and working on the problems together. You know, you're all in the same boat, it makes sense. And then the last module I covered was technical and professional skills. For this module we had 2 sets of coursework. One of them was a group project where we had to choose one of 8 problems and then create a Python program based around solving the issue, and then a flowchart, some pseudocode and a complexity algorithm for the solution. I'll put an example up on the screen if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, the coursework wasn't too bad because we worked in teams. So we were in teams of 4 and I think we were supposed to choose one section of each to do ourselves, but we all just worked together and scored pretty highly. We were taught the basics of Python, which was fairly easy, and we had all the material we needed to create a program to solve the issue. And then the second piece of coursework we had for this module was a 1500 word essay on a computer science based topic. So the list of topics we had included things like self-driving cars, internet banking, cryptocurrencies and digital health. I went with the digital health because when I looked online there was a lot of research already done on the topic. We had to go over things like the background, historical events, recent advances, popular methods and a reflection on the future. So we had to talk about how the field will look in the future based on past events and explain why. And in the report we also had to talk about legal, social, ethical and professional issues, as well as how you'd go about addressing or eliminating them. Again, I'd say this was fairly simple. You just needed to do your research, and a big part of the academic writing module was citing your sources. We had to go out our way to use Harvard referencing styles, just so we don't get done for plagiarism. Now I don't know how strict other unis are on plagiarism, but we had like 4 different lectures on plagiarism and how to avoid it. So just to summarise my first term quickly, I had 3 different modules: maths, programming and technical skills. I had to submit a piece of coursework and an end of term exam for maths. I had to create a 2D game for Java in my programming module, and a group-based coursework in technical and professional skills, as well as a 1500-word essay on a computer science related topic. If you want more information about the topics or the modules I covered, you can take a look on my website and leave a link in the description. That's it for today. If you want me to make videos on certain topics, just leave them in the comments.